Dubey. Today I am going to teach you metal and non-metal for class 10. Now, what is the first we should know about the metal? What is the metal? All metal has the positive ion. Now you want to what is the meaning of the positive ion? Then all metal in class 9 I teach you all metal has a last orbit 1, 2 or 3 electron is there. So they lost the electron and become the positive ion. How I given one example is there. Say sodium. Suppose that you taken one example is the sodium. Atomic number is the 11. Its meaning is that it has the number of proton. Can you say proton is the 11 and electron is the also 11. What is the charge of the proton? Plus positive and negative charge of the electron. All atoms have contain the same number of proton or electron. Due to this, all metal are electrically neutral because its charge is the same. Mass is the different, but charge is the same. Due to this property, now what happened? 281. Now I say that all metal elements is there. How we found in the inert stage? Inert means last orbit 8 electron. Due to this, what do the metal? Lost the electron. Suppose that sodium lost 1 electron, the number of electrons becomes the 10. Now it is a 1 positive, so sodium contains 1 positive charge. So all metal, what is the metal? All metal has the 1, 2 or 3 electron in the last orbit. That is known as the metal. And 5, 6, 7 electron is there. That is known as the non-metal. 8, last orbit 8 is the inert gas except helium. Remember it. Because now you say why helium? Helium has the only one orbit but only K cell. According to the Bohr, if any element has the one orbit only filled by the 2 electron, 2n square, then it is the inert gas, so helium. And other all have the last 8 electron is the inert gas. So what happens? They will lose 1 electron, become the one inert gas, become the inert. Has the one, and non-metal has the negative ion. How? Suppose a non-metal, we take the example of the oxygen. Now I have taken the non-metal. Metal has the positive ion and non-metal has the negative ion. How negative? Oxygen atomic number is the 8. Electronic configuration is the 2, 6. Means proton is the 8, electron is the 8. He always, all the element always tries that how he become the inert. For inert what happens? He will gain 2 electrons. Gaining 2 electrons, number of electrons becomes the 10. So it becomes the -2. So all of the non-metal has the negative ion by gaining the electron, and all metal lose the electron and become the positive ion. Now we should know the physical property of the metal and non-metal. Physical property of first, metal are malleable and ductile. All metal is the malleable and ductile. Now we should know the meaning of the malleable. Malleable means all metal when bit is there, it change the sheet. And ductile means drawn into the wire. Some are the more ductile. Ductile means drawn into the wire. So we can say all the wire is either made of the metal. Why? Because it is drawn in the wire. Some are more ductile and some are the less ductile. Suppose the gold is the more ductile is there. That's why 1 gram of gold we can draw 1 kilometer is the ductility. But we take the iron and other metal, not such of the ductility. So we can say that all metals are the is the malleable and ductile. Malleable means between the sheet and drawn in the wire. Second, metals are luster. Metals are luster. All metals are the luster, but one question is there. Aluminium is the metal. Aluminium is metal, but it is a dull in nature. Looking dull. Why? Because it makes the oxide layer. All the time they will make the oxide layer. Due to the oxide layer, it not shining is there, not luster is there. But when remove of the oxide layer, it again will be shining is there. But one thing remember is there. Aluminium pot should not be washed with the sand. Why? Because always from the oxide layer, all the time we remove the oxide layer, then what happens? Photo shining, then what happens? Many holes will make it there. But all metal are the luster, and all metal are are strong. Metals are strong. Metals are strong. Metals are strong, but remember there only the sodium and potassium it is a metal, but it is not strong. That's why one question asked it there: which metal we can cut with the knife? Then we can write sodium and potassium. Why? Because it is not strong. Sodium and potassium, except sodium and potassium it is a metal, but not strong as a metal. Exception is there. Metals are good conductor of electricity. Metals are good conductor of heat. Conductor of heat. That's why all utensils making cookware, what happens? It is made of the metal. Why? Because it is a good conductor of electricity. When heat is there, heat will passes up to the food and cook the food. So we can say all metals are good conductor of electricity. Suppose that pressure cooker, when you are putting in the fire to make anything, its handle becomes the hot. Why? Because it is made of the metal. That's why heat will passes and the handle becomes the hot. So it says there all metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Good conductor of heat and electricity. That's why all wire you have seen it there, it is made of the metals. Why? Because it is the good conductor of electricity. They conduct the electricity. Why conduct the electricity? Because we know that all metal has the last of it 1, 2 or 3 electron. This is a free electron. When electric passes, this electron start to moving in there. A flow of electron is known as the electricity. So we can say all metals are the good conductor of electricity. Metals are high melting point and boiling point. Metals are high melting point. Metals are high melting point and boiling point. But here exception remember there, sodium and potassium. It is a metal but no high melting point and boiling point. But metals generally are the high melting point and boiling point. You take the example of the iron, aluminium, all are the high melting and boiling point is there. Aluminium would not melt easily when we cook the food. Why? Because it is a high melting point and boiling point. So now physical property of the non-metal. Physical property of non-metal. Non-metal just opposite of the metal. We know the metal are the good conductor, but non-metal are the just opposite. Metals are the good conductor, are the malleable and ductile, but what happens the non-metal? Not malleable, not ductile. We cannot beat the sheet and we cannot draw in the wire. It is a brittle. It is after that. Metals are the good conductor of electricity, but non-metal are the poor conductor of electricity. Poor conductor of electricity. That's why, but one exception here, graphite. Graphite is a non-metal, but it is a made of the carbon. But it is the non-metal is there, it is a good conductor of electricity. And metals generally found in the solid state. Only one is the mercury. Mercury is the metal which is found in the liquid state. But non-metal generally are the gaseous form. Suppose the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, all are the gaseous form. Some are the solid also. Suppose that sulfur and iodine are the solid. Solid but soft, not as hard as the metal. All are the soft is there. And metals are non-metals are shining, but non-metal are not luster. But iodine is the exception. Here is the also exception. Iodine is the non-metal, but it is the luster. Shining is there. Otherwise, all non-metal are the not shining is there. And one of the non-metal, that is a bromine. Bromine is the non-metal which is the liquid in stage. all non-metal are the poor conductor of electricity. Why? Because they have no free electron to flow is there. That's why all non-metal is the poor conductor of heat and electricity. And metals, striking is given the ringing sign, but non-metal not given the